The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by the American Heart Association. Y'all, the 2025 Austin Heart and Stroke Walk is just around the corner. It's coming up on November 16th. Joining us now to talk about ways to get involved is Mallory Sumner, and we're happy to have her. Mallory, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the Heart Walk, the importance of having it, and how you got plugged into the Heart Walk.
Well, this is my 5th time to participate in the Heart Walk, and this particular Heart Walk is going to be a great event downtown Austin. But I got involved in the American Heart Association because my oldest daughter, Maleya, was born with a hole in her heart. So when she was 3 months old, she had to have open heart surgery.
Oh, Mom, that's so tough.
Yeah, she's a brave, tough little girl, far braver than I am. But she had that surgery here in Austin and has really just thrived in this community. And it was her that prompted me to want to get more involved. How do I give back to this community that really gave me the gift of her life? And I think about the impact that the American Heart Association had on her treatment. And then several years ago, one of my really good friends, her father unexpectedly passed away from a heart attack. And she single-handedly raised over $20,000 for the American Heart Association Heart Walk that year. And it just sparked something in me to say, I've got to get more involved. So between those two inspirations, and then just being in the health and wellness field, I work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, and so we're really focused on community involvement and promoting healthy behaviors in the communities that we live in. So I can't wait to be out with the community November 16th.
You're there 6 ways to Sunday, girlfriend.
I can't. We're going on the long walk. There's a short walk and there's a long walk. Me and all the kiddos and family, we're going to be out there. So
let's talk about that long walk and short walk.
Yes.
Can you give me the two different versions real quick?
Yes, and first of all, we're talking about an awesome setting. I took a peek at the 10-day forecast. I don't know if Nick and Kristen will agree, but it looks like it's going to be a good forecast. You can go on a short, quick walk under a mile. There's a longer course just over 3 miles, all centered around Waterloo Park, downtown. We've got the Capitol in the background. Just so much fun. Fun activities for the family. My kids like to describe it as a festival. So if you're looking for something fun to do with your kids downtown and get really involved in an organization that matters, that's the place to be.
This is the place to be. And there are activities for kids. Not only that, but people can learn CPR with the hands-only training that you guys do now, right?
That's right. And it's so important. Being a part of the American Heart Association, I learned ways to help create a nation of lifesavers. And that's really making sure that Austin is one of the safest communities if you have a cardiac event. There's so much that we as bystanders might not know how to do that we can do to help save a life. And you'll be able to learn that hands-only CPR technique at the Heart Walk.
That's incredible. Anything that you want to mention for the kiddos?
Well, last year I found spotting of bevo and blue bear out there. And if the kids of the community are anything like mine, there's a lot of vendor tables out there. And there's stickers, there's swag, there's breakfast tacos. It's just an amazing community event.
That sounds good to me. Let's talk about how the money raised at the walk directly supports AHA's mission.
So AHA in Austin has done really wonderful things. And in particular, the Heart Walk is focused on, like I mentioned before, creating that nation of lifesavers. So the goal of the Austin American Heart Association for this Heart Walk is to be able to take that training out into the community so that Austin really is the safest place to have a cardiac event.
And what is the goal, just so I know? Money-wise, what are we looking for? Numbers of people showing up?
Well, we'd love to have over 5,000 people at that event.
Wow.
We are on track to raise more than we raised last year, so we're looking to raise over $700,000 this year. So
Incredible.
Huge community impact. We've already been fundraising for the last year, so we really could use some support to reach our fundraising goals as we get closer to the walk.
Absolutely. Okay, and very last question real quickly. If people are just now finding out about that walk, can they still get involved?
Of course they can. You can sign up online. heart.org. I know KXAN is really involved in the walk. Follow that Simple Health page. And it's just a great way to raise awareness for heart health and get involved in the community.
Sounds good to me. Mallory, thank you for your time and thank you for your heart that you are lending to the Heart Walk.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, register now for the walk. We'll see you there on November 16th. As she said, KXAN loves working with the American Heart Association. AmericanHeartWalk.org.